Welcome to this series of parenting, where we would look at how to inculcate good food habits in ourselves as well as our kids. Each parent wants that their child pick up and develop good food habits. Kids, when trained from an early age, when we ourselves are disciplined enough to follow a regular schedule, kids pick up naturally the schedule that we follow. It's a daunting task for being a parent, and balancing the balance about how much to give, what to offer, when to offer. These are the basic questions, and how to balance the balance between what we have read, what some of the information that is available from experienced people, from doctors, from colleagues, from uh, the well-wishers. There is a vision, or there is some understanding that we carry about how what should happen, and at the ground reality is that every child is different and every child has or his own needs. And how do we balance the balance between what is our individual situation and what are the generic guidelines that are available. So in this series we will try to address this topic about food needs and the habits that we can exercise to develop some of the good habits within us. Let's enjoy the series, and I hope you find it useful. I look forward to hear from you if any of the suggestions that is shared as part of the experience that is being shared here. I would be happy to receive those. If there are any improvement ideas that we could do it or bring in into the series as well as into the videos or the blogs that are available on this topic, I would be happy to receive them too. Thank you.
Balancing the balance. In this clip, I would like to address the questions of a young parent. A child is born, he is totally dependent on his parent, and slowly he starts growing into a toddler. He starts expressing his needs. He or she starts asking for things. At that point in time, till 1 year of the child, he is totally dependent on his mother's understanding about what he may be wanting, what he may be looking, what would be his needs. When the child starts to speak, or at times when he is still trying to understand and explore his surroundings, it is this question that comes to the parent: how much to hold the hand and how much to allow him to explore his surroundings. Let me take a simple example. It is about the food that the child would want to eat. How much to feed him, when it is enough, when enough is enough, and how much is he overeating or not eating. How to help the child know the boundaries of his requirements. How much as a parent should we maybe sometimes are limiting, or at times are doing over in our love. Love is quite emotional strength. If not used properly, it could lead to, if used properly, it will give us the better result. Along with love, we also need to have an understanding. If I take an example of eating, or how much food we should offer, the child has his needs. We should be sensitive enough to understand those needs the way he expresses it. Don't fill the plate to the full brim. Start giving with smaller portions of food to the child. So when you give a portion, you should become more attentive about how the child is expressing his need. If you give him or her one portion, and if he of course he is a child, so he will move around. First of all, if you whenever you are feeding a child, you yourself sit down, you make him sit down in a place. That is the best possible way. Let him sit at a location, let him understand. Along with the habits that we build around our schedules, make a fixed schedule of the morning breakfast, the lunch, the dinner, and in between whatever snacks time that you decide. Every 3 hours, make it, tell the child, yes, it is 3 hours, we will get the food. Don't keep on giving food at every half an hour. Let him feel hungry. Make a fixed time. Slowly, slowly, these are the habits that you are building and inculcating in yourself as well as your kid. He will understand the concept of time. Engage him in any other activities in between the meal periods. Once you give sit down for the meal, ensure that first you give him little with the portion that you give him, keep on giving him one portion. Then when he, if he finishes it up, you feed him. If he's too young, you feed him. If he is of a age where he or she can eat it by his hand and you are giving him that training how to eat, allow them more time probably to give, spend that time to eat. When he is full, keep on giving him the second portion, the third portion. If he asks for more, give him. Don't stop. Don't say that no, now I will give you something else after half an hour. If you maintain, and slowly and gradually as they grow, initially they may be required to be feeded after every half an hour, every 1 hour. After some time they might be required to be feeded after 1.5 hours. Slowly and gradually increase the feeding time to 3 hours. There has to be 3 hours gap between two meals. Don't give anything in between. Even if it is a snack time and the time between snacks and your lunch or dinner, the child needs to understand the concept of time. Balancing the balance. Check your love. Is it harmful to your child or is it helping in making him a better human being? Balancing the balance. Balance your love, balance your heart, balance it with the mind and the thought process that as an adult you should know about the process of digestion, the process of becoming hungry, and the process and time that the body needs for digesting the food that we have given to us. Thank you very much. Balancing the balance. This is for the younger parents.
So I hope you liked the audio clipping about how to understand the food needs of your child. And in the series, we will continue to look at this aspect in further. So thank you very much for listening in. Thank you very much for watching in. I would look forward to receive your comments on to my blog site, which is MonikaPatel2020 WordPress.com, and the YouTube playlist Monika Patel 2020. All the best and looking forward to hear from you. Happy parenting.